What's poppin'? It's Maxify back, and in today's video, I'm going to be counting down my top 5 favorite thriller suspense movies on Netflix as of right now, May 1st, 2021. There are a lot of good ones out there on the flicks, but these are just my personal favorites. So jumping straight into the list with my number 5 spot, this has got to be The Platform. Now, The Platform is this dystopian prison escape movie in a way where basically each set of 2 prisoners is assigned a floor once per month, and every day a platform with food is lowered through every floor of this prison, and that's all the food they get for the day. So basically, the lower down you are, the less food you have to choose from because the people above you already got to take it. Now, this is a brilliant and very original idea. And not only that, but it provides this astounding, albeit a bit obvious, commentary on social class. And for that, I gotta give this movie a lot of props. It's a very intriguing concept, and if you like that in a movie, you're really going to enjoy The Platform. One thing I do have to say about The Platform, though, is it is a Spanish film, and it was filmed entirely in Spanish. So if you're not a fan of reading subtitles, or you're put off by the English dubbing for foreign films, you might be a little deterred by this movie. But that said, both subtitles and English dubbed audio are available on Netflix for this movie, so I would encourage you not to be deterred by the fact that this movie is not in English, and go ahead and go check it out anyways. Anyways, guys, coming down at the number 4 spot in today's list is I'm Thinking of Ending Things. This was, I think, one of the best movies of 2020, and it's certainly a good movie if you want to feel confused after watching it. This is the best dreamlike movie you'll find on Netflix. I really like movies that make you feel like you're in a dream, and this is definitely one that does that. This movie, you feel like you're watching a dream or even a nightmare play out as you watch it, and this creates a unique type of eeriness and suspense to this movie, and elevates the eeriness of this already uncomfortable story. This is a great movie. It's one of my favorite Netflix originals, but the hyper-confusing plot could leave some audience members unsatisfied or maybe just confused. But if you like a movie that doesn't answer all of your questions, and you like a movie that really makes you think about it, even days after first viewing, I would definitely check out I'm Thinking of Ending Things. Coming in at the number 3 spot, this is gonna be Uncut Gems. Now, Uncut Gems, the best way I can describe this movie is stressful. This is a prime example of high anxiety filmmaking. You have characters talking over each other in the same scene, stuff just getting thrown at your face as an audience member. You don't really know what's going on. The pace is tremendously fast, and all of this is underscored by an equally frantic musical score, which was done by Daniel Lopatin, and the score for this one is brilliant. It's got all these like shimmering diamond kind of noises that kind of perfectly capture the tone of the gem selling aspect of the film especially. This is also by far my favorite of Adam Sandler's movies. His performance in this movie is mind-blowing. It's so far off from anything he's done in the past, with maybe the exception of Punch Drunk Love and the Meyerowitz stories in some of his more dramatic roles, but this is definitely one of his rarer dramatic roles, and he's excellent in it. Still finding ways to slip in his comedic talent into this high anxiety gem trading world, and it just makes for a perfect character that perfectly lays the groundwork for this intense world that this movie takes place in. If you watch Uncut Gems, I promise you, you'll be on the edge of your seat the whole time. Coming into my number 2 spot, and today, guys, this is going to be Shutter Island. One of my favorite movies of all time. Shutter Island is an intense and mysterious psychological thriller with a devastating ending. As with a lot of Scorsese's work, the world building here is absolutely phenomenal. from the costumes to the production design to the dialogue to the score. You really feel the setting of a 1950s mental hospital vibe, almost reminiscent of One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest with Jack Nicholson. What starts as a rather simple search for a missing prisoner quickly becomes a mind-bending mystery in which you and Leonardo DiCaprio's protagonist are forced to constantly question the true reality of the film, especially with some stunningly well-done dream sequences. If you want a movie that's going to keep you guessing till the very end, but one that you can still make sense of after one or two viewings, you should definitely check out Shutter Island. And finally, coming in at the #1 spot on today's list, this is going to be Nightcrawler. So this film explores the dark world of high-speed crime reporting. Basically, the people who get to crime scenes before the police and sometimes even before the criminals to capture video footage for news or media outlets. This film stars Jake Gyllenhaal as someone who's kind of just starting out in this profession, and it follows his borderline sociopathic descent into obsession with his new career. Just like Uncut Gems, Nightcrawler excels in creating a high-anxiety world in which the movie takes place. The dark underworld of nocturnal LA sets the perfect backdrop for the very dangerous and very real topic of the film. And this movie also is underlined by a brilliantly executed score. This time, the musical score is this chilling and calm music that permeates throughout the picture, and it perfectly highlights Gyllenhaal's character's constant calmness throughout this movie, despite the disturbing nature of much of its subject matter. This is an intense movie, but it's also a very fascinating look into a part of the media that is not very acknowledged, I would say. Nightcrawler is definitely my favorite movie on Netflix, if not my favorite movie of all time. If you have time this weekend, I would encourage you to go check it out on Netflix. It is a highly stressful and absolutely disturbing cinematic experience, but it's a great movie. And that, guys, is going to wrap up my list. If you want to check out any of these movies, they're all on Netflix as of right now, May 1st. If you like this, please consider showing your support by liking the video and subscribing to the channel. Let me know what you think about this new format down in the comments below. I've been Maxify. This has been Maxify Top 5s, and I'll see you in the next one.